Welcome to this deep dive into the intersection of human psychology and property markets.
Yeah, it's a fascinating overlap that we really don't talk about enough.
Right. So our mission today is to extract three highly actionable insights from the book Psychology of Residential and Commercial Real Estate.
By Willem Tait, who is, a very seasoned professional.
Huh.
He actually has over 30 years of experience across real estate, property development, and complex deal making.
Exactly. And he also serves as a consultant, a coach, a mentor, and he's an accomplished public speaker.
So he's basically seen all these mental traps firsthand.
Oh, definitely. Which brings us to insight number one. Because, well, every property journey starts with a first impression.
Right, usually a price tag.
Exactly. And that number, say a commercial space is listed at 5 million, it just immediately hijacks our brain.
Yeah, that's what Tate calls anchoring bias. The first number we hear literally sets our baseline expectation.
So instead of researching actual market data, we just subconsciously start to, justify that 5 million value.
Precisely. You just get stuck on that number.
But wait, I have to push back a little here. Isn't a listing price just a normal starting point for negotiation?
You'd think so, but it's actually much more insidious than that.
It's kind of like an actual heavy ship anchor, right? Where it just drags your entire perception of value completely off course.
That is a perfect analogy, which is why the actionable takeaway here is that you have to always question the initial anchor.
Right, so you ground your evaluations in comparative market data.
Exactly. Before you even let that asking price influence you.
Okay, that makes sense. But let's say you do successfully navigate the price anchor, you acquire the property, and then a post-purchase psychological trap awaits you.
Oh, hedonic adaptation. Yeah, it's inevitable.
Right, insight number two, where the initial thrill of that brand new kitchen or sleek office just, quickly fades into normalcy.
Yeah, and then that fading thrill fuels this restless desire for constant, really expensive upgrades.
It's so true. It's exactly like buying a shiny new tech gadget. It feels amazing on day one, and then it feels totally ordinary just a week later.
It's the exact same neurological process.
So how do we stop chasing that fleeting, new property high?
Well, the actionable takeaway is that you have to base your property choices on long-term functionality and value.
Right, rather than short-term emotional gratification.
Because the visual thrill will always fade, but a terrible floor plan is forever.
Wow, yeah, good point. But what happens when that fading thrill actually reveals that you are stuck in a genuinely bad investment?
Ah, which brings us to our third insight, the sunk cost fallacy. This is a really dangerous
Where
one,
people just continue pouring money into underperforming properties or failing developments.
simply because of the resources they've already spent. They just can't let go.
And I get it, walking away feels like failure. But I have to ask, isn't our time the most tragically overlooked lost resource in these bad deals?
Oh, absolutely. We fixate on the capital spent, but the time wasted is gone forever.
Right. So the actionable takeaway here is to learn to acknowledge sunk costs and just pivot away from what no longer works.
Cut your losses and protect your future time.
Exactly. So to wrap up, we want to leave you with a rather provocative question.
Something to think about next time you're browsing listings.
Yeah. Since real estate is really just a mirror of human judgment, what do your past property decisions reveal about your own hidden biases?
That is a great question to ponder. And, if you want to dig deeper into this, you can find the book on Amazon, Apple Books, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, and Waterstones.
Or major retailers like Bull.com and Saxo. And hey, if it's not available locally, just ask your librarian to order it via Overdrive, Hoopla, BorrowBox, Cloud Library, or Odilo.
Yeah, direct links and a full list of retailers, including Goodreads and Alibris, are down in the description.
This discussion was synthesized via NotebookLM based on the original book by Willem Tait.